All right, hey guys, Jason here, Samco Workshop. Today we're going to be talking about the Gladiator, a 20,000 mile, over 20,000 mile review, what I think of it, that kind of thing, what we've done. I stopped here because I thought maybe we could see, we might see a gator come through here. I just saw a water moccasin drop in right there when I pulled up, but very possible we could, and if we do, I'll point it out to you. We got a little river runs through here, and we're out here hunting, getting ready to go do some hunting. Boots are on, ready to roll, but anyway, here it is, 2023 Gladiator Rubicon. You guys know the story on this. I'm not going to dive too deep in it, but I would have never bought one because I thought they were too expensive. Then I ended up working some deals, got some price, and I got a very good price on this. I've had it now for 8 months. The prices are even better now on a 2023 if you find any left over. But I got almost 11 grand off MSRP on this, so I was really happy with it. What we did is we put 35 1150 Toyo Open Countries on stock wheels. These are 35 1150, not 1250. I want them staying inside the wheel wells. I do not want them throwing mud all over my truck and making a mess of everything, which I live in the woods. This thing is always dirty and beat up as you watch my other videos. So I wanted that kind of a tire. So we went 35 1150s on there. I put LED headlights inside of here, just some stock ones or some Sea Light, I think they were. I got them on Amazon, but they work fantastic. Had them on many other vehicles, so I went that route. We also put on this cheap Amazon cover on the back, which has been phenomenal. Odero's who made it, or Odero, however you say it. Oedero, I don't even know how to say that, but it works fantastic. Love the cover. I also put this by Hook Off-Road or Hook Road. I put their this. It's almost like a cutting board, really thick. Cutting board type setup on the back of this, and I love it. Not only does it work, as you can see, I use it as a work surface, it's also much more comfortable on my butt than sitting on everything else. I also put in this rubber floor mat here, made by D's, I think is who made it. It was on Amazon. Again, I'll link all this stuff to it down below for you. And that's really, I think, about all I did to it. And then I put a seat cover in it, but I don't think I did anything else. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I didn't. In here we put which, like I said, it's lived in, it's dirty. I put a Carhartt universal seat cover on it. I love this seat cover. It is amazing. It's been washed 3 times and you can tell it's already still pretty dirty, but it protects my seats, save my seats. I put in one of these bullet point or whatever they call it, arms in here for my phone. It works fantastic. I like that setup in here. I got a VIO or a VFO VS1 dash cam sitting right there, which I really like too. Records a lot of the stuff. Little Wicked Gear sticker right there too, which also serves a purpose as my candy bar holder. I put a candy bar on there, set a Snickers bar on it, and I tip it to hold it. Angle the vent down like that, and it keeps my candy bars from melting. So sweet little setup. I put in this little organizer tray that goes on both sides from here to there, charge all my batteries and everything in there. Got my battery pack charging on that side. So nice little setup. I mean, I like it a lot. And the space in the back of this thing, off the charts. There is so much room back here. So much room in this thing for being a mid-sized truck. Just tremendous amounts of space in here. We got it loaded up pretty hardcore here. I got all my gear in here, all my crap, all my extra parts, pieces, you name it. Like I said, I live out of this truck, hunt out of it crazy-wise. The seat cover's got the Molly panels on the back, which I really like. I stick all kinds of things. We got mat pockets on both seats. That is a beautiful feature. Air vents in the back, which is really nice if you wanted them for, if you were using it for family, for kids back here, which, like I said, there is so much room in the back here. It's unbelievable. The back seat storage, let me set this stuff here because I'm going to take this stuff out and hunt with it here in just a bit anyway. So we're going to throw this stuff here. If we look underneath this seat here, this side, you can see you have so much storage underneath the seats on these things. It's unbelievable. So deep and so much storage. You can fit so much gear in there. I'll show you the other side too here. We'll take my bow and set this over here. A little bit. Got my new quiver from Donnie Wilkinson. A lot of you guys don't hunt, but if you did, look at this right here. That is timber rattlesnake skin on that quiver, on that front side of that quiver. Just beautiful. Beautifully done. Donnie killed it on that quiver. Amazing. Anyway, let's go around. I'll show you the other side real quick here. But what do I think of it? As far as think of it, like I said, we got 20,500 miles on it right now. This thing has been a beast. It's been an absolute beast. Goes through everything, does everything. On this side here, we'll lift this one up. Look at all, I mean, there is so much storage underneath this thing. It's unbelievable. Here's where that pop went. I was looking for that so much the other day. I wanted it so bad. I was like, God, I know I got one in here somewhere. I found it now. I like having food. Like I said, I'm out in the woods all the time. It's important to have. You also have space behind the seats. You can see I got straps back there, gloves back there, rope back there, spare parts for my tree stand stuff, all kinds of things back here. But like I said, this is just, there's so much room in here under the seats, under everything. This side here usually stays pretty clean because nobody usually sits here unless it's Tina going somewhere with me. But we got so much function and capability in this vehicle. The Freedom panels are off the charts. They are so simple to remove. You can see mine even got a couple of marks on them and stuff from setting them in the garage, but we pop these things off all the time and just go cruise for a little bit. We run into town, go up and get ice cream, we take those off, and we don't take the doors off very often, but when you drop all 4 windows in here and pull those Freedom panels off and then open the rear slider, it's pretty nice. It's got a real cool, you know, it's close enough to what I need it to do. I like it a lot. So, very nice setup. Let's just, while we're finishing the inside out, still looking to see if there's any gators out there, and I'm not seeing any yet. Still a little chilly for them, maybe. Behind this seat, you also have storage back here. Huge storage compartment. I keep my jump starter, battery pack, some garbage bags, some orange, you know, some things back here. Got a little mesh pouch, but this one is also, this section back here is also lockable. You have a key lock right here. So if you take the top and everything off and your wife wants to put her purse behind there, if you go to the beach or something, you can lock this and lock that so they can't get access to it. So beautiful, beautiful functional setup in the rear seat. I love it. And the fact that I can open these splits rather than having to lift the whole thing is outstanding. Cup holders back here, which you can see I put a bunch of, you know, I got my truck binoculars in here, my video lights, you know, another battery pack charger back here, all kinds of things like that. Food, zip ties, bug sprays, extra socks. Like I said, I live in this thing. We're going to throw this stuff back in real quick because I'm not going to leave this parked right here. We're going to hunt here, but we are not parking right here. So we're gonna put this stuff back in just so it's not baking in the sun for a minute. So we'll set that there. But so basically, and in the front, like I said, the layout's fantastic. It is a Rubicon model. We do get the front and rear locker, sway bar disconnect, off-road plus, the whole setup in this thing. I love the manual shift selector for the transfer case, and it's so butter smooth. When you first get one, it can be a little stiff for the first probably 4 or 5 times you use it. You got to really kind of give it the beans to make it work, but God, it is so butter smooth. Now, I love everything about this vehicle. Everything is so functional. The upright seating position is phenomenal. The comfort level is phenomenal. People ask me to show this all the time, and I almost never do, so we'll show it for you right here so you can see what load. Let me actually zoom that into one more here. So you can kind of see what capacity is, gross vehicle weight ratings, all that kind of stuff, so you can see it. Some people want to know that kind of stuff. So there you go. But like I said, phenomenal vehicle. Now, as far as handling, drivability, capability, that sort of thing, let's dive into that real quick. It rides butter smooth. Okay, you hear people talk about how they wander down the road and they wiggle around. You know what? Maybe a little bit, but it's more so from the wind than it is anything else. Look at the shape of it. It's 3 blocks of cheese. A block here in the front, a block in the middle, and a block on the back. That's all it is. So it's going to catch some wind resistance. Plus, it sits higher than any mid-sized vehicle out there today. And you have more ground clearance underneath it than any other mid-sized vehicle today. So you're going to get that wind is going to move this thing around a little bit more than something else does. Now, capability-wise, this thing is unstoppable, even without the lockers, as I have proven with this, just running it without the lockers on. Jeep's traction control system, their algorithmically controlled torque vectoring traction control on this thing is off the charts. Nothing matches it. It's phenomenal. There is no truck available today that has better torque vectoring management system to use the capabilities of the traction this vehicle provides. Nobody can match it in a truck today. So this thing's amazing at that. Having the lockers just takes it to one whole nother level that makes it amazing. The approach angle on this thing is incredible. The breakover angle is acceptable for what I need, even though it is a longer wheelbase. I am okay with that. The departure angle is okay for me as well too. Plus, they give you these big steel bash guards. Okay, so it has a steel bash guard to protect you if you were to drag your rear end on something. Plus, you got the hitch back here as well too, and you got 2 recovery points on a Rubicon model, and the hitch there makes multiple recovery points. And on the front, you have 2 recovery points too that are high and easy to access. Okay, notice that. Look at where they are. They're up here where you are going to use them. They are not buried down underneath there where you're going to rip front fascia and bumpers off getting to them when you're in a hole, and you don't got to be swimming underneath the truck in a hole to get to them. They are right there and easy. Everything about this Jeep is flawless. Naturally aspirated engine, simple, proven, reliable 3.6. It's got like 14 million of them on the road today with a super low, less than 1% failure rate. The amazing 8-speed transmission. Everything about this thing is incredible. Coil over rear, coil over front, solid front axle, solid rear axle. Everything about it just screams pure perfection. We'll take a look under there. Understand mine is probably a little bit dirty, but it lives off-road. But I am super thrilled with this vehicle on every kind of level. There is nothing about this thing that I do not like, except for the price. But again, if you buy it at a deal and you wait for the deals to happen, then it's worth it. But this is by far the most amazing and most capable rig I have ever owned. I love this. Would I buy another one of these? Yes. Okay, if when it comes time for me to get rid of this in a year or two, when I'm ready to dump this thing off and go buy something else, if I can get another good deal on one of these things, I will buy the exact same thing. The only vehicle, if I can get deals on these, get deals wise, that I would rather have than this is I would rather have a Mojave and have it, if I can get it, factory option with a front locker. Maybe in a year or two, we can maybe get that kind of a thing happening from Jeep. If not, then I'm back in a Rubicon. The front lockers out here in the swamps, vitally important for me. So for me, it will be another one of these. I would buy this again in a heartbeat if I can get the deal. If you cannot get good deals on them, then no. I'm not paying $65,000 or $60,000 for one of these. I'm not going to do it. Not when I can get a ZR2 that's very similarly equipped. Front, rear locker is going to do everything. It's got all the capability I need, and it's a great truck too. And I can get one of them for 48. So now, if I can get something like this back again, 50 grand or right around that number, then I will be in one of these again for sure. If I cannot, then I'm heading over to a ZR2. A truck is not an emotional buy for me. This is not something that I get all gooey-eyed about and that I got to wash and maintain every single day. I wash it once a week, get it dirty the next day, and it's always dirty. It is a tool for me. This is 100% a tool. I do not baby it. I do not treat it right. I do not anything. I take care of it like I'm supposed to, do the best I can, but it is 100% a functioning tool, just like a ratchet in your toolbox or a saw sitting in your garage. Okay, this is a functional tool for me, and it has a job to do. And if it can't do its job, it goes away and it gets replaced with something that can do its job. So, but this one, phenomenal. It is doing its job better than expected. I am super, super happy with it, and I would buy it again in a heartbeat. So there you go. Little review of it for 20,000 miles and 8 months in. Thanks for watching.